Hey everybody, welcome back to another One More podcast. I am here with some old faces and some relatively newer old faces. I've got Evan on my left here, and then Blake and Robert in that order. So we're just here to jump into it, and I wanted to, as always, I think Blake, doing the Mad Libs now, and now we have other people to give their hot minute on some fun Mad Lib stuff. What we've pretty much been doing is just really stupid. We did about a pizza man, or what was it, like something?
It was a Italian chef, or it was just a kitchen.
Yeah, and it's just like stupid stuff like that. So, oh yeah, well sure, right. I mean, I don't know. Does anyone need like a descriptor of what Mad Libs are? But I can't seem to find it.
There are blanks, and you put words that are not normally in that blank because it's stupid.
Wait, is that how you do it? What? Oh, there you go. I'm linked on this. I'm linked on the speaker. That's what I was playing. Okay. So
are we doing Mad Libs?
Yeah, we'll just do just a quick Mad Lib. Just to break the ice and really get the
juices flowing.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Improv, guys.
I love to do some. All right, so we got a list. Choose from the 5 lists. Most wanted list. Got dance in your pants. How to housebreak a baby dinosaur. Horoscope or face off.
I go for the first one.
The most wanted list.
Yeah.
Robert, you cool with that?
Down.
All right. So we'll just do we'll just take orders to everyone. Okay. All right. Evan, plural noun. Cheeses. Blake, adjective.
Saucy.
I've actually recently used that adjective before, and that kind of upsets me. Robert, plural noun.
Penises.
Is the plural? What is the plural for that? Is it penises?
Peni?
No,
Penesia?
Pretty sure it's penises.
Yeah.
Evan, a noun.
Bouquet of penises.
A bouquet,
penises,
yes.
Yeah.
Sink.
Adverb, Blake.
Adverb?
Yes.
Quickly.
What the fuck's an adverb?
I'm pretty sure you've used that before, but I'll let it slide this time.
It's my go-to.
Robert, noun.
Pass.
Evan, noun. Come on, you can't do 2 passes in a row, man.
I know. Church.
There you go.
We've got church and penises all in the same. All right, Blake, adjective.
Man, it's like Catholic church camp all over again. What's it? Adjective?
Adjective.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Can we put spoopy?
Robert, person in a room.
Michelle Obama.
Tommy Wiseau. God damn it.
Okay.
Michael.
Evan, a color. Purple. Poiple. I had a teacher that always said poiple.
Ew.
Blake, a noun.
A noun?
Person, place, or thing, if you don't know what a noun is.
I missed that. What was that?
A noun. Person, place, or thing.
My name's April Ludgate, and I love people,
Places, and things. Let's go with screwdriver.
And again, I think you've already used that one.
The drink or the tool?
Oh, here. I'll be getting...
Yes.
My man.
Part of the body, plural, Robert. You've already used your one penis word.
Part of the body.
Plural part of the body.
This is an easy one.
Anuses.
Exactly what mine was going to be.
I was going to say testicles.
Oh.
Oh, man. That's give me.
I'll take it back.
Evan, another plural noun.
Will he do it?
Churches. No, I'm
Churches.
just kidding.
Pass. Okay, Blake, plural noun.
Puppies.
Okay. There you go.
I'm glad I passed.
Robert, a noun. Come on, Robert, you got this.
I don't want to pass twice on a noun.
That's person, place, or
Look
thing.
around
Robert.
the room.
Dog
What do you
food.
see?
Dog food.
Perfect.
There you go. Not dog food. All right. A place, Evan.
I can't think of any places, man.
The pressure's on.
Guitar Center.
Guitar Center. All right, Blake, a celebrity.
Celebrity. Chef Ramsay.
Chef Ramsay, because I can't spell his name. Robert, a noun. Back to you with the third noun in a row.
But is there more than 2 nouns out there?
How about Evan? You can take the noun.
already given like 2 plural nouns. This is getting ridiculous.
on.
Now
Where's the place
this
you're
one's
big?
singular.
I'm thinking.
All right.
Can we go for a
Shit.
homeless person?
Homeless person.
There you go.
Is that a
Okay.
noun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll go.
All right. Then Evan, do adjectives. Just a single adjective.
Sleazy.
Sleazy. Blake, plural noun.
Plural
We're
noun.
almost done.
How long is this ad lib going to say?
Let's go. Tires.
Tires. All right. Again, Robert, part of the body, plural. Here you go. Bringing it back to you.
Nostrils.
Nostrils.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
All right.
Still kinky. I like
And Evan, plural noun. To end it off. It's got to be something amazing.
it. Ooh, pass it to me if you want.
Pass.
All right.
Ramen noodles.
Ramen
Ah, yeah.
noodles. Okay, here we
I'm
go.
so hungry.
Wow, those are a lot of bad words. Okay.
Is it gonna be like a just get like what was
Do
The
you wanna
story.
read it?
Do you want to?
Okay.
Would you like to read it?
No, you can go
Okay.
ahead.
The Global Spies organization list of most wanted cheeses is a long one.
Hell yeah.
Here are saucy profiles of the most notorious criminals. Max von Penises III is wanted for kidnapping of Sir Puffy Sink, the quickly overweight pet church of His Spooky Majesty King Michelle Obama. The Purple Shadow is the head of an international ring of screwdriver thieves whose sticky anuses have lifted valuable puppies from museums around the world, including the famous Le Dog Food located in the Guitar Center. Chef Ramsay, a world-famous super homeless person, is actually the mastermind behind a sleazy group of computer geeks and techno-tires who ultra-intelligent nostrils enable them to breach the highest levels of security and steal U.S. military ramen noodles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Done.
just a visual of a bunch of guys like trying to pick up puppies with their ass.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
good.
gosh.
I'm good.
You got a sticky anus, son?
Pete is-
I feel bad for you, son.
Pete is gonna be all
That
over
poor
us.
puppy getting sucked up by.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next thing I thought was kind of fun for us to do. Enough about anuses. Well, so I got 3 quizzes, like personality, sort of who would you be in this world. We're definitely stealing from BuzzFeed for sure. So we'll take each one gets a quiz.
What's
Okay.
Let's see. Evan, answer these 10 questions, and we will reveal which movie series you belong in.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
All right.
cool.
Just choose a word to describe yourself. Relatable, reliable, social, daring, energetic, competitive, or intelligent.
Competitive.
Competitive. Choose a movie genre. Sci-fi, action, comedy, horror, romantic comedy, family friendly.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Choose a snack. Popcorn, candy, chips, peanuts, slushy, or pretzels.
Fuck.
Are you on BuzzFeed right now?
I am on BuzzFeed. We're live on BuzzFeed.
Hit it with the chips.
Hit it with that chips. Choose an activity. Working out, swimming, dancing, reading, singing, or baking. I feel like swimming would be fun.
Yeah. That's the only thing out of that list that I like want to do.
What is your current relationship status? Single? Taken? It's confusing right now.
I mean, it's always confusing, but I'm
You heard it, ladies. Evan's single and ready to mingle.
Hi.
Hi. How daring are you? Not daring at all? Pretty average or very daring?
Not very.
Not very.
I'd say pretty average.
Oh, well, I
Not
already
very
chose
daring.
not daring, so.
That's fine.
Choose a country. United States, Japan, Egypt, Sweden, Spain, or the Bahamas.
Spain.
Interesting. All right.
Just wanted to pick it.
Okay, no, sure. Cake flavor. Vanilla, chocolate, red velvet, funfetti, strawberry, or butter.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. It's a solid. You can't get...
No, you
Think-
can never go wrong with chocolate.
Exactly. Choose an actor. Jim Carrey, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, or Channing Tatum.
Leo.
Solid choice. And choose an actress. Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Julia Roberts, Anne Hathaway, Anna Kendrick, or Queen Latifah.
Anna Kendrick.
Anna Kendrick, yes.
Yes, I approve.
Congratulations,
Yes.
you got Harry Potter.
Whoa!
Fuck that. No, disagree.
You're a wizard.
Actually, I got that as well, and I told...
Pick sci-fi.
Totally
get
different.
Harry Potter.
What would you call that? Fantasy?
Yes.
Fantasy? Okay.
Yeah. Blake, ooh, this is perfect. Are you going to heaven or hell?
Definitely.
Hell for
Do
sure.
you tip your servers well?
Yeah.
Do you put an empty containers back in the fridge?
No.
Do you refill the ice tray?
Haven't had an ice tray since elementary school.
So no.
But no, I never do.
Do you tell people when their fly is down?
If they're close to me, yeah.
Okay. Do you try and pay with exact change when you can?
No.
Do you ever RSVP maybe to events?
No. I don't RSVP
Oh, well, okay.
at all.
At the laundromat, do you take other people's loads out of the machine so you
No,
can wash
no,
your
no,
stuff?
no, no.
No way.
Blake would never take another man's load.
Do you post photos in your that your friends look ugly in, but you look amazing in?
Since I don't have social media now.
Do you send messages with photos of people that look ugly? No.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So you're respectable that way. Have you ever stolen a Twitter joke and pretended it was yours? We'll broaden that to any joke. Have you
Any
ever
joke?
stolen any joke?
Yeah.
Blake, you're definitely going to hell. Do you ever express strong opinions about a book you haven't read?
No.
You got it. Sorry, but
We
you're going to
read?
hell.
Am I really?
Yeah.
What for? What?
According to this, you're going to hell.
Hey, it's because you don't judge people about the books they read. You're going to hell.
Yeah.
It's.
Idiot.
I bet it's because it's BuzzFeed. That's why I'm going to hell.
Just it automatically knows Blake is responding. All right, Robert, are you ready for your quiz?
Absolutely.
If you were a fried food, what would you be?
Oh, please say chicken parm.
Okay, pick a shade of yellow. Here you go. I'm just going to show you these, and you get to pick a shade of yellow. Here you go. Go ahead and pick that. There you go. All right. Which of these foods would taste better if they were fried? Carrots, apples, Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, okra, or avocado?
Okra.
Hell yeah.
Fried
Not
okra
even
is
a
really
Kidding
good.
me? That's a food.
That's already a food.
Fried mushrooms are good though.
Pick a type of oil to fry with. Sunflower, olive, soy, corn, canola, or coconut.
Oh.
I was gonna go for peanut. That's not even on there.
That's not even on it.
Could you read them again? I wasn't even listening.
You're
I was
just
waiting for
oh,
peanut.
Oh, yeah, I was waiting for peanut. Never peanut.
sunflower, olive, soy, corn, canola, or coconut.
I'll go for sunflower.
Sunflower's good. Never had sunflower oil. What texture do you prefer your foods? Crunchy, creamy, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, chewy, crispy, or I like to be surprised?
I'll go for chewy.
Every bite needs
Chewy?
to be different.
Okay.
Every
That's
bite
fair.
needs to be different.
Choose one of these foods: spring rolls, falafel, fried cassava, fried calamari, fried rice, or cod cakes.
Fried calamari.
Fuck yes.
I would have gone for the falafel, but
This is a
whatever.
bad idea.
Finally, choose one of the foods to order for the rest of your life: pub food, burgers, southern food, pizza, sushi, or tacos.
Gotta go for pizza.
Pizza is good. You got it. You're fried chicken.
Wow.
That
Incredibly
I'll take
racy,
it.
but
You
alright.
are a bucket of hot and tasty fried chicken. You're always a hit at the party, and even better alone. Wow,
Aw.
that's some high compliments.
That's cool.
Man, I'm
That's you.
Harry Potter, and that means fried. And that means
Fried
fried. I'd rather be fried chicken than Harry Potter.
I'm going to hell. You're a faggy wizard, and you're KFC, bro. We're like a
BuzzFeed
weird show on Adult
BuzzFeed
Swim
knows
right
us
now.
all exactly.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, real quick, and we'll be right back and get into the super diverse and controversial topics.
Deal.
And we're back. Okay, so took a quick break. I had to feed Robert because he's a little baby and needs nutrition. So
Thank you for that, actually.
you're welcome.
Anytime.
Of course, for sure. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Anyways,
We're all welcome.
we really are in this world.
Anyways.
Aren't we blessed?
But well, really, realistically, no. Okay. So I was on during work today. I was thinking about it because I was watching some videos and just kind of like culture nowadays, and there's a lot of like crazy shit going on. Like for example, what Kylie Jenner is the person. She's I don't know if you guys know she's on track to being the first billionaire. Self-made billionaire.
Self-made in quotes.
The youngest self-made millionaire. So billionaire. So there is
Is it youngest female or just youngest in general?
youngest in general. She's beating Mark Zuckerberg by 2 years because she's turning 21, or she is 21, or she's going to be turning 1, or something like that. But still, youngest self-made billionaire. And there was actually a petition because I think she's like, $100 million off or something like that. I don't know what it is, but there was a petition
To
for
keep her
people
from getting that?
No, to get her to that.
To donate to her.
To donate to her.
to someone who has $900 million.
Yes.
Was it a petition or a GoFundMe?
Or a GoFundMe. So
Okay.
it was like people have already donated to this cause. And I'm thinking, one, what the heck? Why are we doing this? Why is this so like we're romanticizing
rich get richer.
Well, I mean, I guess I feel like one we're romanticizing wealthy people and the idea of being rich, and so I guess people are vicariously living through Kylie Jenner. I'm not sure. Maybe it's for bragging rights.
I think it's people just want to donate and be like, yeah, I made Kylie Jenner a billionaire.
Maybe I just
it was all me. I put $10 in.
I mean, I guess you get some kind of reward for it or something, but
and you get a Pepsi bottle.
I'm
with her
.0
signature on it.
I'm 0.0001% of her wealth.
I mean, that's true.
You
I
own
guess
Kylie Jenner stock now.
That's very true. But the other part of it is, at what point do the rich people need to take personal responsibility for what they're doing and how their actions are being perceived? So,
I absolutely think that she should not be taking that money.
Oh, for sure.
Like, yeah, that.
And I don't think she
love
will.
that you're bringing this up because there's no world that there's no scenario that she needs more money.
Oh, for sure.
$900 million can get you and the next 20 generations of your family through.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
oh, for
straight
sure.
up, and probably more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost $1 billion. It's ridiculous how much money that is.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't understand why. First of all, why people would donate to something like that and be like, yeah, let's make a GoFundMe for someone who is already almost the youngest billionaire in the world. Like, I think if you have made $900 million at this point, the last $100 million shouldn't be a big deal. So why are you taking donations?
I don't think she will. Like that, I can't imagine that she's going to take that money. Like, I hate the Kardashians as much as the next guy, but even then, I don't see her.
Not the Kardashians.
Same sphere, but
I hate the Jenners and the Kardashians as much as anybody.
You're saying you hate Bruce Jenner?
I thought it was Caitlyn, you homophobic, transphobic dick.
That's hurtful.
Anyway.
That's like the most hurtful thing you've ever said to me, Blake. And
that is false. I have seen much worse. I have heard worse words on this podcast between you two.
That's very true.
No, I can't imagine they would ever take that money. Like,
Part of me thinks that she will.
I don't.
If someone walks up to her and says, "Here's your $100 million," or if anything, they're just gonna buy $100 million worth of stuff in the Jenner store.
Well, I mean, which is fine. Like, I don't see a problem with that.
What that a group of people want to just collectively, on purpose, without even needing the product, because it's like makeup.
You're the one talking about personal responsibility, right? So if these people are dumb enough to do something like that, then take some personal responsibility and own up to the fact that you just wasted your money on getting some 21-year-old sassy frass up to $1 billion, right?
Sure.
Okay, well, there you go.
Well, but
it's your fucking choice. Do what you want with your money.
So
I'm
then
not here to tell you what you should do with
should
it.
she say? Should she speak out to the people doing that? Should she say, "Stop! Don't do that"? It's not fair. It's not right.
Yes, morally she should. Well, she maybe not, but
I don't think she has yet, or I'm not sure if she's made any statement or anything like that.
Well, that's the thing about, and I think most of this comes down to just youth culture today, where you have so many avenues to worship celebrities now, and some people just get caught up in the middle of it. Some kids just get caught up, worshiping these fucking people. I'm sure we shouldn't say fucking. I've never met them, but I look at it like the same way I look at 12-year-olds and 13-year-old girls, the way they look at like Jake and Logan Paul. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it.
Okay.
Like you as a famous person, in quotes, you don't have a responsibility to tell people how to live their lives. You do what you want to do, and if people follow you, then fine.
Well,
if you want to talk about,
hold on, but like, what if they're doing these things purposefully acting horrible,
right.
Well, like purposely doing like very reckless things that are not a positive role model. Like, okay,
what has Kylie Jenner done that's been so horrible?
Oh, well, no. I'm not specifically saying she's doing something horrible, but when you mention like the Jake and Logan Pauls,
okay, then yeah,
when you reach that level of kind of fame notoriety and wealth and being able to they're full time in front of the camera, and take a step back, not just Jake and Logan Paul, but celebrities, whatever,
movie stars, musicians,
whatever,
all that stuff.
So isn't there supposed to be some type of like self-awareness for people in that stance?
Yes and no. So I remember me and you were talking on was it Thursday, and Henry Cavill got into that trouble, and I told you, if I was ever famous for anything, I'm not doing dick interviews, I'm not doing shit, I'm not talking to anybody, I'm just doing what I do now and just keep going on with my life. that's me, somebody that's not famous at all and has zero money to his name, saying that stuff. I can't judge these people for, like, I guarantee if I was given $100 million today for doing God knows what.
Real quick, Blake, I'm sorry to interrupt. Just for everyone under to be aware, the Henry Cavill, what we're referencing is he did an interview, and essentially he was talking about who
the Me Too movement and how it's affecting guys in the dating game.
Right, and so long story short, he pretty much said the reason why he's not necessarily being as active or pursuing women or trying to date them or
scared.
Approach them or whatever it is he's worried about this whole
somebody knowing he has money,
hush attitude. Well, I don't even think it was just because he had money. I think it was just because he's a man, and that whole he's taking the personal responsibility.
He's a target,
right? And so he's taking the step back and being self-aware, saying, okay, look, what I do is going to be seen by thousands and thousands of people, and what my actions and how I act. And there are a bunch of people in a fan club, I'm sure, Superman fan club, that look up to him and as a role model. So if he's wanting to take those extra steps, then I applaud him to be more self-aware because he's in the limelight.
Right. He got backlash for it, but by the feminist groups got mad at him for slandering the Me Too movement and all that stuff, and he came out publicly, apologized for it. What were you gonna say?
I just wanted to scoot back a little bit to the
sure
thing.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it's satire.
What is it really?
No. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up.
I'm pretty sure I saw like an actual GoFundMe.
No, there's a GoFundMe, but it has $2,000.
Oh, really? Okay,
in the last 5 days.
Okay.
Oh, well then.
And the thing with GoFundMe is if it doesn't reach the $100 million goal, then no one's actually spending money.
Look, I just saw the GoFundMe.
No, that's totally fine. I was just looking it up because I was curious.
So did someone
it's a comedian made the GoFundMe.
Okay, all right. I didn't do my research. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but then so you have these retards that are putting in $2,000. That very small amount.
Fucking joke.
Well, then I'm sure the joke is the people are just putting the money thinking.
Can I read the
GoFundMe
comment?
Go for it.
Kylie Jenner was on the cover of Forbes magazine today for having a net worth of $900 million, which is heartbreaking. I don't want to live in a world where Kylie Jenner doesn't have $1 billion. All caps. We must raise $100 million to help her get to $1 billion. Please spread the word. This is extremely important. That's totally satire.
Okay, now, yes. I do agree that does sound like satire.
I gave $50 to that.
Just while we were doing the podcast, I've already donated $100.
Yeah, I'm putting my bank account.
I'm broke.
I mean, hey, if we all get it to $100 million, then that'd be the greatest anti-troll in internet history.
No, but you're still giving $100 million.
Shut up, dude. Well, I mean, it's for the joke, man.
You got a commitment to the bit.
So, well, okay, but either way,
there you go.
Well, you're right. A big goof egg on my face, at least. But still, I think that's very important. Oh no, you're totally.
I had to look it up.
Fact check me. I love being fact checked. We were fact checked about Medicare and Medicaid.
Yes, we were.
Idiots.
Thank you, DK.
Just still the concept though, this level of fame and notoriety and wealth, and then a side point that I wanted to get to is that what about the people being born into it? So, like, at what point, how much do they deserve it? We can even use Kylie Jenner because you can definitely make an argument of being born into this wealth. Do you deserve it? Where should you go with it? If you totally deny it, is that the right choice? If you fully live in it,
so like I don't
like what. Like,
well,
who Blake,
decide?
if you were born into a very, very wealthy family and you would never have to work a day in your life and you would totally be fine, your children will be fine, and probably the next couple of generations will be fine. What responsibility do you have to put something into this world, or what gives you the right to take from this world?
I mean, I think at that point, if you're born into, and I'm sorry, I'm not Blake, but if you're born into such a large amount of money, I think at that point it's almost expected that you're using that large amount of money to make more money.
Okay, but I mean, wouldn't you say that's kind of the capitalist?
Even if you're not necessarily putting something into the world, because Kylie Jenner does cosmetics, and it's not a necessity.
Sure,
but
excuse me.
No.
Sorry,
my bad.
We probably spent half an hour with makeup.
Disclosure: this is a table with 4 dudes, so it's not a necessity to us.
That's true.
And I personally don't think it's a necessity at all.
Well, sure,
but
because women look better without makeup, right?
I'm not commenting on anything to do with women right now.
They don't.
But continue.
Well, we just got demonetized. Wait, we were monetized? No.
I would have loved
just
to be
a
monetized.
joke.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm gonna take that out of context. We're gonna do a compilation. We're gonna go back and all the things Blake has said.
Out of context, Blake.
Blake is a horrible asshole who just says rude things to people. And
Let's
then
take that out of context.
Oh,
Let's just have everyone just has their own taken out of context video.
that'd be great.
I'd fuck up Batman. What was that, Blake?
Go comb through all the podcasts for that.
Just oh my god, I probably find some really bad stuff. Anyways,
I totally forgot where I was going with it.
same.
But it's like this expectation that, hey, you're 20, you're 21, you're basically a model because you're so rich, and not a model because you're rich, but you're born into this amazing family. You're given anything and everything that you'll ever need. So whenever you get your money, make more money. I feel like that's the big thing.
I think it comes down to how you're raised, right? So Bill Gates, who was the richest man on earth, didn't he make it a requirement for his kids to work, and he's not giving them a lot of money?
Yeah, I thought he said he was gonna donate like 90+% of his wealth to like charity and stuff like that.
The kids only get 10% of Bill Gates' wealth.
Right,
well,
but my point is,
only 10%.
My point
Fuck
is,
me.
it's how you're raised, right? So even if
I'll
you
take a
come from a
0.5.
family of Americans love that underdog story of you grow up in poverty and then you work hard, you go to school, you work harder, and now you become rich and you pull your family and friends out of poverty. That whole thing.
Sure.
Like, shouldn't that be praised? Shouldn't people that have worked hard for their money or continue to work hard to get richer than they already are, shouldn't that be like kind of respectable at that point?
No, I agree with you on that, but at the same time, I don't think that means you can judge someone for being born into money, because people like Kylie Jenner, they're just born into it.
Sure.
Yeah. It's
so-
not anyone's decision. It just happens.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
like, it's just the
exactly.
way that this world works.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's necessarily something wrong with that. What I do have a problem with is people that use that money to not better themselves or their company or their financial situation. And we all know that stereotypical rich guy from any TV show or movie where he's, daddy pays for him to go to Princeton and he does lines of cocaine off strippers' titties, and then he's, just falls apart, but he goes back to dad because he knows dad has plenty of money. We all know that dick, but I
want to be that dick, by the way. Like,
who wouldn't want to be that dick?
Were you that dad? Where's the money?
Yeah, or the dad, yeah. But I don't think that that's a large minority of 1% kids, 1%er kids born in the 1% that are doing that. Because let's also remember that the 1% starts at a median household income or a combined household income of like $200,000.
What? No, that's not the 1%. What? Is that really the 1%? Hold on, I'm gonna fact check.
I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, so I think personally, I think you have some type, and I don't know, and I think I've spoke to it before.
You don't get rich without being somewhat selfish, because
Sure.
No, you have to be a badass, honestly, to get rich. You have to work hard and not give a shit what anybody else says. Like, why would you stop Michael Jordan from being the best basketball player ever? Why would you stop a guy that wants to be the richest guy ever? Like, why would you stop that?
Well, I think there's a difference there. I think because
I don't think so at all.
Oh, I think the comparison you could totally make it. It's not the same, because with basketball, sports, and stuff like that, there's an algorithm to it. There's practice, there's a way, there's techniques, there's tools that
I guarantee if you look at the top 10 or top 20 richest people on the earth, you will find that their habits are almost exactly
for sure.
No, their habits, yes, but your genetics don't, for the most part, your genetics won't affect your likelihood of getting rich.
I think
That's
being a
all
white
you.
man still helps in today's day.
Oh, for sure. I think
absolutely.
definitely
I'm not going to discredit that.
Right.
But I think generally when it comes to like comparing your ability to get rich or your ability to be like the best at whatever, that I don't think it comes down purely to your attitude. I think because Michael Jordan wouldn't have been the best player if he wasn't.
Michael Jordan
if he was,
he was a dick.
Yeah, but if he was 6 inches or a foot shorter, he wouldn't be where he was.
Most likely, yeah. But and it's also just looking at it. It's like, okay, I can shoot 100 free throws and get amazing at free throws. What can I do in terms of money that is this non-negatively impactful routine that can make me more money?
And to be in the top 1%, and I'm gonna choose the state of Texas.
Okay.
You have to have a median or a combined household income of $231,276.
Really? That's the 1%?
That's from CNN for the state of Texas.
That's fake news.
Well, what's the largest?
Average.
Or national average.
Or I can do the largest.
It's all
Yeah, Connecticut is the largest. In order to be in the top 1% in Connecticut, you have to have a combined household income of $659,779.
What does Fox say?
We need a dual comparison here.
Can I just bring up something on fake news real quick?
Sure.
Real quick. Have y'all heard about Papa John's?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you know did everyone here know the real story behind it?
Okay,
I think I talked to you about it.
Right.
to
So
y'all.
I mean,
real quick,
I
Papa
don't
John's.
know. I mean, I saw the article. I saw an
So
article
basically, he said the N-word. He used the hard R. That's a huge no-no. Did he use it in a bad context? No, he didn't.
Like-
It was in a conference call with a PR firm, and they were talking about it was something to do with racism in the industry, and he was like, well, the colonel used to say the N-word with the hard R a lot, but instead of just saying the N-word with the hard R, he actually said the N-word with the hard R.
Right.
And that got taken.
Well,
Don't
even
get me
even
wrong.
then,
Don't
even-
get me wrong. He should have never said that. There's
Sure.
no with or without a hard R. You should not be saying that.
Mhm.
But that was taken so far out of context. He wasn't saying anything bad about a group, and I just think that's
Yeah, it's
Well,
outrage.
it's-
It's
it's
I think
outrage
that's the
culture.
most ridiculous example of fake news.
Well,
right
no,
now.
but I mean, but we're in such a PC culture.
Well,
like
that-
it's
I'll say that's not fake news though. I mean, like the media escalated it. Yeah,
No,
but it's
but
not
people-
fake though. I mean, yeah, the headline saying that, but that's not fake though.
yeah.
You know?
You did say
But the
it.
fact they're calling him a racist, they're doing this, they're doing that. Like he's having to step
Right.
down
It's
because
outrage culture.
But
Mhm.
he's already stepped down from being the CEO a long time ago.
yeah, but he's
So-
stepping down as chairman too.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
there's a new Papa, dude. There's gonna be a new Papa.
Bro, there's
It's
only
not-
one. There's only one.
Nah,
Papa,
dude,
that's
Papa John's
John.
done,
Peace
bro.
To Papa.
Well, but even then, I still think again, to tie it back to being wealthy and being very an affluent figure in our society, you're gonna be watched like to the beat. Like
Oh yeah,
there-
absolutely.
constant monitoring of what you post on social media.
That's why
interviews.
I'm not doing any of that. Like,
Well, I don't even think you could avoid that. I don't think
definitely
you
could.
can.
There are plenty of people that avoid it.
But hold on. There's I think real quick. TMZ
Don't
is the
hold on.
worst thing in the entire world. Okay, so
Wow.
I hate TMZ. I hate this. But you're going to be impacted by it. If you're a famous musician
Not really.
or something like that, there are going to be plenty of people who recognize you on the street are going to run up to you and you're Blake, whoa, and this is going to be a constant cycle.
Right.
And just because you flip someone off and say go F yourself and go
I
away,
mean, at that point, it's even worse because now they have a picture or video of you saying,
No,
Well,
because
that wasn't
would
even the
be-
point I was
no,
trying to make, and
my-
there it is.
Yeah.
Well, no, what I was telling you, Vol, is if it, like, let's say I'm a rock star and I have the biggest band in the world and we're touring all over the world and all that stuff. And
So your
one day.
muse.
one day, we got it.
one day.
And Rolling Stone wants to do an article about me. I'm gonna say no. I'm not gonna do an article.
But like in what? I mean, why not? If it's
Because
a,
I don't
if it's a
want-
fair article like Rolling Stones, then
no,
it's not
because
they're gonna try
it's
and
not. It's
gyp
not.
you.
It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with just keeping my privacy. So I look at my musical idol Tom Petty as the perfect example. One of the most private guys you could ever like. I had to read a book to find out just a little bit about Tom.
Mhm.
Like he was incredibly private about everything in his life. It can be done. It's just people don't want to have it done. Like people almost enjoy the attention. Like what's bad publicity? There's no such thing as bad publicity.
There's not.
Yeah.
It's so fucking true. And so I'm not saying I would take the outlaw like, hey, go fuck yourself. Like
Yeah.
if you're a reporter, no, I'm not going to do that. But I'm also not going to be the person that's can't wait to do an interview on Good Morning America with Ryan and Kelly or anything. Like I'm not going to.
Well, I think that there's a difference between allowing yourself, and let's bring it to Bo Burnham because he just did a podcast with H3H3. His whole message, or I wouldn't say his whole message, but a huge part of his message is you only see what I let you see. You only perceive who I am because of my stage personality.
That's something with Bo for a while. Though.
Oh, for
Bo's
sure.
always been like that.
Oh,
and I
for
really
sure, for
appreciate
sure,
that
for
from
sure.
him.
But why not utilize that? What, because one I think, and I guess this is just kind of like marketing mumbo jumbo, but to be a successful musician, to be a successful personality, to stay in the limelight, sure, yes, have great music, have a great performance, be ethically above ground, don't have any crazy
But
controversies.
that's only half of it.
Well, right, but then it's also you need to be relatable. People need to understand where you're coming from, the hardships that you experience. Why are you writing this music?
You can do that, but you don't have to do a shit ton of interviews and
I'm
all
not
that stuff
saying
in order
do
to
the-
do that.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
But I
that the
think
interview
I
circuit-
think people relate to like I'm gonna bring up Tom again. It's a great example. People relate to him because of his music.
Mm-hmm.
we don't know what Tom was like. We know Tom was really chill, according to everybody. He's one of the coolest guys ever.
Sure.
That's all we know, unless you read a book about him.
Well, I mean, isn't
people
that...
relate to you through your art, through what you put out on the medium.
Sure,
that's how people relate to you.
But I think you can go a second level where it's like, oh, I knew Blake was abused for 7 years as a child, and this is why he wrote this album or something like that.
Yeah,
Not saying Blake was abused as a child.
That's an incredibly personal thing that some artists are willing to dive down deep into and not worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not be as personal with that because, like I said, I cherish my privacy probably a little too much, if I'm being completely honest.
Swanson, basically.
Well, sure, but
it's nobody else's business. So if I'm gonna be a rock star and I write a really sad song, maybe I just wanted to write a fucking sad song. If that's how you want to relate to it.
Yeah, but who are you to write a sad song?
Maybe I just made up a story about all this shit and it's just sad.
Yes,
but like, what
who am I to write do something freely that I want to do?
I think it's a little shallow if it's like you're writing unless you're purposefully like writing a book or writing for a movie or something like that it is this exaggeration of life. But I don't know. I think to be a genuinely good artist, I think there has to be a basis in something that you write. You can't just I'm going to write a sad song.
But
okay,
I don't have
write a sad song.
I can do what System of a Down does, which is never tell anybody what any of my songs are about and let the audience try to relate to it as much as they can. Like I know what it's about. I don't care what you guys think it's about because I know what it's about. If you want to relate to it on a certain level and it makes you feel better, it gets you through a day, or it makes you happy for 4 minutes or however long the song is, then fine. Who am I to tell you that you have to know what I was writing about?
I agree with. Sorry, real quick. I agree with you because I think it's for musicians. I don't think it's you should write what you want to write.
Yes, it's that simple.
And like you're writing music for yourself, or you should be writing music for yourself.
And if it happens, if other people like it, then great.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this form of self-expression. So if someone else would like to relate to your self-expression, okay,
here's my music.
There you go. But like at the end of the day, whether or not people like your music, it should be written because
for
it's
you.
your music. Yeah.
And I agree with that. I just and I guess to pull it back a little bit, I think it's just because I'm very much an open person. You know that. Evan knows that. Robert knows that. Everybody knows that. And I just think when you put up a shield and and not to like sound super extreme, but when you put up this divider and when you say, you know what, you're on this side, this is me. I don't know. I think that takes away from kind of the spirit of what is music. Because I mean, for personally for me, art, expression, whatever it is, I think it's a way for us to just mold into a melting pot of just. Here we are on this earth. This is what I interpreted it as. Please, love it, hate it, whatever. But this is who I am. So I think that provides just kind of an extra oomph of description to where you're coming from, and I think that would make it easier for people to relate to. So
that's fine. Like if you want to do a song like
I'm glad you think it's fine, Blake.
If you
want to do
a song like Under Pressure by Logic, where you dive deep into your dad's drug abuse and your sister being raped and abused and all that stuff, you can. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't.
Right, but I'm telling you, Blake, that you should.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying. I'm forcing this upon you, Blake. I don't know. I mean, it's very valid. I just think back to rich people, I think it's kind of almost not an obligation, but I think you have to be aware of it. I think
right, and
definitely.
I said, it comes from home upbringing, right? So if you are aware that you have all of this money and you have opportunities that a lot of people don't have, you have an obligation to make it better. You don't have an obligation to sit back and enjoy it. You can. You have an obligation to keep pushing yourself forward.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay.
But see, I don't even agree with that.
Really?
I don't know. I don't think anyone has an obligation to do anything for anyone else.
Fine.
No, like
fair.
Yeah, like if you're born into a rich family and if you want to dick around and be rich for all your whole life, why the fuck not? You got lucky.
That's
you
fair.
lucked the fuck out on the lottery. You got the character creator. You hit random.
Sure, and you got the best stats.
Yeah, and you got the best stats. You got 10 fucking luck and got born into a millionaire family. I think it's obviously better if you use it for something productive that's going to construct and help society, but I don't think it's their obligation.
All right, like, I retract it. I agree with you.
It's a person's free will.
Yep.
No, that's fair. Last comment though, that I'm curious on your guys' opinions. What about people who reject the wealth and say, I'm going to try and, I see that you have it, but then try and take a step back and make a name for themselves and start from scratch. Do you see that as a waste of an opportunity?
No.
Or
I respect that.
I see it as admirable. I also see it as a little stupid.
How so? Stupid, and then respect that. Tell me.
I respect the idea of doing it.
Sure.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. Like it's
on paper, it's
like,
a good idea.
If
but in
Robert walked up
actuality,
to me and he was like, "Hey, man, like my dad just, here's like my inheritance is like $1 trillion, but I'm not gonna take it," I'd be like, "Well, you do you, man, but that's fucking stupid."
I think that's like, because the thing is, you don't want to take credit for your, you don't want to just inherit their money,
Right.
But at the same time, you have to swallow your own pride and say, but I am entitled to this.
Yeah,
you do have to take it.
It's like even if you didn't do anything to be entitled to it,
but you are.
just are.
Yeah, and
you're
you
just
have
entitled
to
to it, and like while I think it's cool that you want to not take it and do your own thing and make your own money, that's awesome. Like great for you, but at the same time, if you take it, you're just kind of set for life, and then you can do what you want to do anyway. You'll just have the capital to back it up.
So it's almost the reasons behind not taking the money or not accepting it is because what Robert was going off of is like you just be the face of who you inherited of. Is they're always going to see it as Trump inherited a small loan of $1 million.
Exactly. Yeah.
Kylie Jenner was in the family. That kind of concept. So I just think I don't think it's necessarily a waste or stupid. I think if you have the right intentions, I think if you genuinely just want to be a self-made man or woman, then I don't know. I don't see any problem with that.
No, and that's there's not a problem with it. It's just personally, I think I just think it's a stupid thing to do.
Well, I see it too. Like so if you step back and you don't take it, then so if Kylie Jenner did that, then people would be saying, oh well, like Kylie Jenner already had her name made for her, and stuff like that. So the people who are already saying that, oh
people
she already had all that,
reason to fling
exactly. So people are saying that and be saying something else.
Oh well, I mean, disregard what the people are saying. I just think personally, if you were faced with that, I get the sense that all of us would take the money then, and or
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only thing maybe would be like, this was like money from a slave plantation.
That's true. Yeah,
like made in really
because
illegal ways. Like this was made in a child
if it's blood
sex
money,
ring.
it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay,
that's
I
fair.
know, but isn't that why actors and musicians that have so if your parents were badass rock stars or actors or directors, like isn't that a lot of times why people change their names?
Yeah,
like because they want to be their own person. They want to be their own art. They want to have their own vision, and they don't want to be associated. There are some people that embrace that, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, I'm Hank Williams Jr. My dad was one of the biggest country stars of all time.
Yeah,
fucking deal with it. Here I am. That's it." You have other people like Sofia Coppola, who was Francis Ford Coppola's daughter or father, who did a whole bunch of other movies and all that stuff. Like you have this line of succession with familial ties and all of this big budget stuff. I get why people would want to change their name and try to do stuff on their own. I completely get that. But I also think that it no matter what you do, it's going to come out in who you are. Where you come from comes out in your actions and your words.
True.
That's just how it is. There's no hiding from it.
That's fair.
that's very true.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I had for kind of this general topic. So I feel like we squished it. Do we have any other last minute investment?
Yeah, if my real dad is out there and you're a billionaire,
hit me up.
Fuck, dude.
Comment down below.
You don't have to be my real daddy.
Dad?
Shoot, I guess I should find my real dad. Maybe he's a billionaire.
All right. So Blake, we've got a top and bottom.
Yes, we do.
A special request by
the top or the bottom?
Blake is both. That's
Whichever you
actually.
want.
DK commented
DK,
and
yes.
requested this. So this one is for you. Blake spent very much time in his laboratory.
This probably was the hardest one yet. This was the hardest top and bottom yet. I spent a lot of time in my ranking laboratory figuring this out.
So what was difficult? Before we jump into it, like let's get a little backstory here.
Okay.
Tell us.
So can we hear what the theme is?
So
Okay.
DK requested women attributes.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I can go.
Real quick. Sorry. we were talking about Jordan Peterson for a short moment, and just kind of concept of women attributes, men attributes. What's the difference? Blah blah blah. Whatever. So go ahead.
So there are a few different ways that I can go about this, right? I can do physical, I can do historical, where like what women have done and how they've changed the world. I can do personality, I can do morally, philosophically, how they act, characteristics,
smells.
Yeah, of course. Voices, like everyone knows the one girl that has a horrible laugh, I could go about this a few different ways. But I decided not to. And I'm going to try to keep it even. This will be controversial, and there's really no way around it. Like, I remember telling you all when I saw the comment, like, I don't know how I'm going to make this not offensive. Like, it's just the way it is. It's going to be, some girls are going to get butthurt over this. But you know what? I take that risk.
Yeah.
I take that risk.
Because you're a self-made man, and you keep to your core values.
Yes, absolutely.
Is this going to be the thing that shoots the One More Podcast into the mainstream? Someone listens to this and they're like, that dude's a fucking
genius.
sexist.
Hey, there's no such thing as bad press.
We're gonna get on like some news article or some local news article. Yeah, so during this really crappy hour podcast, the last like 10 minutes, some asshole was talking about
the fat one started saying stuff about how horrible women are, and this is exactly what I'm talking about with male counterculture. Okay, go fuck you and your bloggers.
All right, here we go, Blake.
So we're gonna start with the top. We're gonna start with the best things that I love about women. Number 5 is how self-conscious they are. Some guys think it might be a bad thing, but let's face it. If we didn't have girls that were self-conscious, we wouldn't have beautiful women. We wouldn't. Girls, if they care about how they look and they're trying to press themselves to be better, that just makes it better for us. Like that, it's true. Sure. Like everyone loves a good-looking woman that is self-conscious about how she looks.
I love ugly women.
That's fine. Go fuck one right now.
All right.
I wish I could.
So that's number 5. Number 4 is they like to talk. Now, your guys' immediate response is, well, Blake, shouldn't that be a bad thing?
No.
We'll get to that. Number 4 is
I love
talkative.
To be...
So guys, at least me, I am not. Whenever I am back home and I'm relaxing with my girlfriend, I don't want to talk. I just want to hang out and lay down.
It's horrible to talk to Blake. It's very bad.
I'll be nice. But yeah, so I genuinely want to, like, whenever I'm down or whatever, I want Brittany to talk. I want something to keep conversations going, and most women are very good at that. They're very good at knowing how to keep a conversation going.
True.
Number 3 is how thoughtful they are. Let's face it, like, we are spoiled. Men are spoiled by thoughtful women. So they always know what birthday gifts to buy that you can never guess. They know what you want for Christmas. They hear you say something, or Hanukkah. They hear you say something about like, God, I fucking wish I had this or whatever. And then they stew on it for 9 months.
That's in their head for the rest of their life.
And they're
even
like,
after
okay,
they buy it for you, it's there.
I'm going to get this dude that. I'm going to do it. That's how they are. And it's awesome. It's so awesome. They know they want to be close to you. They want to talk to you. But that's just them coming from a place of being thoughtful. Number 2 is whenever we do have hard times and we do end up ranting, they usually are generally good listeners. Mm-hmm. Like, guys tend to space out a lot, and it's like, I wonder what the home run derby. I wonder who's winning the home run derby right now. And you hear like a little like, are you even listening to me? And you're like, oh fuck.
Oh, do you think of things when you space out?
But whenever just
it's like a sonar up there.
Right.
Whenever I'm spacing out.
Right. But whenever we do have something to say, like I said, women they'll hear it and then it'll stick with them. And if you have a rant or you have a really shitty day at work,
I
they're
think
there.
that one's a good and a bad.
We're gonna get to
We'll
that.
get to that.
And number 1 is how caring they are. Women know how to treat you right. They know how to take care of you whenever you're having a really bad sick day or whatever. They're just way too nice. Like, they're honestly way too nice to us. Go ahead. What you got?
Finish this thought, but I think I solved the puzzle.
Solved the puzzle?
The top 5 and the bottom 5 are the same things, aren't they?
We'll get to that. Whenever they are caring, it's honest. It feels good because as guys, we're honestly always pushed to, I don't need someone to take care of me. Like, I fucking got this. Like, leave me alone. I got this.
I'm a man.
Yeah, I'm a man. I got this. I don't need help.
Fuck the machismo shit. Real.
Honestly,
yeah. It's awful.
And But we need women in order to say, no, it's okay to be taken care of sometime. Like, do you want me to grab you a beer? Like, we can watch whatever you want. Like, we need that. We need that, or we'll go insane. We will. We'll blow the fuck. We'll end up in the news if we don't have women saying, it's okay to like puppies. Like, it's okay to, like, we need them. We honestly do. And that is my top 5 attributes that women tend to hold. Now, obviously, this is speaking in generalities. If you are a woman, you're not caring. I'm not saying that, you're not a good person. No, you should probably get better. So number 5.
Or at the bottom.
Number 5 on the bottom, women attributes. They are too self-conscious. Sometimes we just don't care. Like, I can't tell you how many times, like, what color do you think this will look best on me? Fuck you. I don't know.
First of all, I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
second of all the colors look great on you. Just pick one.
Just pick one. Or none of them. I don't care. I don't care. Like, you ladies, it's great when you're self-conscious, but it's also fucking horrible for us because we get, like, guys can never say anything right, too. So, like, if it's, do these pants make my ass look fat? And it's like, no, baby, it's not. So you don't think I have a big ass? God damn it. And then you're in a cycle.
I have another interjection.
Go ahead.
I just want to state that self-conscious is normally taken in a negative term. Mm-hmm. So when you were talking about it in your top 5, I think it might be better just to be self-aware of how they look. Because I think saying it's a good thing that people are self-conscious could be misconstrued.
It could.
You know what? Is this your list? Is this Evan's top 5, bottom 5?
I cleared it up and I spun it with a positive connotation behind it.
And I agree. I just wanted to state that real quick. For anybody who thought Blake was saying something negative, that was not the case.
Evan is just a troll. He's a giant troll.
And number 4 on Blake's bottom is talkative. Look, I'm not saying that, ladies, you don't have amazing things to say. I'm not saying you ladies aren't smart. You don't have, authority in your speech. But Jesus Christ, sometimes it's just, leave us alone. I know that you hate Janet at work and she's being a bitch and she won't give you the right amount of time to make your PowerPoint presentation. I don't care. Like, just move on with the points. Let's go. Guys tells a story. It's very quick. Bam, 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 bam.
Who's the comedian that? Oh, it was Louis C.K. It was Louis C.K. that. Oh, it's like women always need a tangent off of the tangent.
Right.
It's like you're totally.
It's like from the original point. I went to go visit my mother last weekend, and you know my mother, how she hates tomatoes. Well, Jessica came by and she brought grape tomatoes. So the thing about grape tomatoes is like, what the fuck are you saying? What is coming out of your mouth hole right now? Number 3. They all love 80s music. I can't stand 80s music. And girls love 80s music. If I have to listen to Girls Just Want to Have Fun one more time, I'm jumping off a roof. I'm so sick of, it's fun, it's campy, it's fun. No, it's not. It's trash. It's honestly such bad music.
I disagree with
that. I'm kind of offended right now.
You should be. Number 2, your friends suck. No one likes your friends. My buddies don't want to hang out with your friends.
Not even
I don't want to hang.
Friends.
I don't want to hang. You guys don't even like each other. You pretend like you like each other, and then whenever they leave the room or whatever, it's like, God, Elizabeth really has been losing weight. I heard she's throwing up. No way. It's like, yes, I swear to God. You don't even like each other. Why do you expect me to like your friends? I don't, and I don't want to spend time with them.
I will say though that the girlfriend's best friend is like the epitome of them.
It's like
it's always true.
It's always
she's like your best friend too because she's your girlfriend's best friend, but at the same time she's also like that like dad figure who's like
yes and
I
no.
will kill you.
But yeah, it's like what the fuck are you gonna do, Stacy? Write a mean thing on Reddit? Like go fuck yourself. I'm not scared of you. Like what the fuck are you honestly gonna do? You're always also the one that cries every time we go to a bar and no guy wants to grind on you. Maybe shave your legs every once in a while, Stacy. Maybe some guy will want to grind on you.
Wow.
Number 1, you guys are too caring. Sometimes you guys are just way too caring. I like it when a girl cares for me, but sometimes it's like, geez, just all of this really boils down to just leave us alone. If I were to just sum this up, leave us alone. But caring, you have a girl that wants to care for you so much, but It's also like whenever you're like sitting there and you're just thinking about nothing, like, or you're trying to wonder why glue doesn't stick to the inside of the bottle. She's like,
Honestly.
what? And it's like, what's wrong? Nothing. Nothing is wrong. When we say nothing, nothing is wrong.
I really relate to that one. That's in my big long-term relationship. I just be like laying there spaced out.
Yes.
And it's like, hey, what you thinking about? And I'm like, oh, nothing. And
Literally
it's like,
nothing.
No, tell me what you're thinking about. And I'm like, fine. I'm fucking thinking about fucking a tank flying through space, shooting like planets made of cheese, and they're exploding. Like, goddamn, I don't want to tell you because I sound like an idiot.
Right. It's like,
But that's what I'm thinking about. Stop asking.
I'm wondering why George Lucas put midichlorians into Star Wars. That's what I'm thinking about. Is that what you wanted to hear? Is that what you wanted to hear?
I don't
Also,
think you have any interest in what I'm thinking about.
exactly. Also, if you text us, what are we doing, and we're shitting, you don't want the truth. Like, you don't want us to honestly say what we're
I
thinking
say
half the
just
time
chilling
anyway.
because I'm just chilling.
That's what I'm doing.
I will interject
Go
real
ahead.
quick. I would tell my previous girlfriend that I'm pooping, and she would do the same thing. So
That's
Shitting
great.
selfies are the best selfies.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say,
very
if
much-
you're not Snapchatting on the toilet, you're not Snapchatting at all.
that is
Yeah,
very
for
true.
real.
So,
Amen.
I like it.
Perfect note to end on, guys.
Yes.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being
Again.
on this podcast.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and send us your Snapchat toilet selfies.
Again,
Straight to you balls.
if you want to take this list seriously, that's fine. Honorable mention: boobs, ass, and giners. If
Done.
you want to take this seriously, you can. I'm not gonna
It's
stop
okay, Blake.
you.
You don't have to defend yourself. It's
You're
fine.
right. I don't. This
Done.
is what I think, and I love women. Don't get me wrong. I love them. Like you, I want to hear a top and bottom five of
Blake, it's okay.
guys, like shitty things guys do.
It's okay. It's okay. Shh, calm down. Shh.
Just go.
Is it boobs,
What
ass,
do
and
you,
giners in that order?
Yes. All right. All right.
What
Anyways,
what are you thinking about?
hey
Nothing.
guys, that's it. I'm cutting it. Done.